Yo, 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 what's going on, BroTalk Nation? It's your boy Eric here. Got my brother Jamarcus here. And man, in tonight's episode, man, we gonna dive into yes, you are lost. And man, when I say this is something that man, we gonna come sit in your couch once again, man, because too often, man, we get lost in the sauce, we get lost in translation, with life, with things happening, all kinds of stuff, right? You get lost and you tend to lose sight of things. You even tend to lose sight of God. So in
Yeah.
tonight's episode, man, we gonna dive into that. And if you didn't catch last week's episode, man, the re-up, I need to go listen to that. I was just listening to it myself again because it was just that good, and I got so many nuggets. So I'm gonna turn it over to my brother Jamarcus, man.
Hey, what's going on, Bro Talk Nation, man? Hope everybody's doing good on this lovely Saturday, man. Hope everybody's being blessed. First and foremost, as always, man, we give glory to God, man. Thank him for just letting us continue to keeping this up going, man. Like he said, man, I was sitting here wondering what he was listening to, and then I heard our voice, man. That re-up, I listened to it probably about a week ago, and it's crazy. I really never listened to our episodes, but I missed a lot that God was saying through us on that one, and I had to go back and listen to it. So if you ain't caught it, go check us out on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe, Facebook, MySpace, wherever it's being going, God is like putting it out. So we everywhere on that one. But man, hey, I am hyped. And y'all know how I get hyped about these miniseries, man. And I brought it up to my boy E, and we was talking about it, man. And this month of what God is about to do through us, I just believe it's about to be something powerful. And it's like E said, man, we're about to jump into this miniseries called Lost. Now, I came up with this little acronym for the word lost, and it was just something that I was thinking of when I hear the word lost, and it went like lost, life of separation and tears. Because every time I think of the word lost, I think of a child who is lost, someone who is crying, someone who's been separated, right? So lost, man, this is about to be powerful. So we about to dive right up in here. We about to come. We ain't even knocking on your door. We just showing up with the warrant and just telling you we about to go in there. All right. So no need to even open the door. We just coming in. But hey, y'all know I had to jump in the dictionary, even though I knew the definition of the word lost. I wanted Webster to tell me what it was, right? And I got it out in the word lost. It means unable to find one's way, not knowing one's whereabouts. So when someone's lost, they're unable to find their own way. You can't find your own way, and you're not knowing where your whereabouts are, right?
Yeah.
It got me to thinking, sometimes like with the old church, when you used to hear, and the old women and men would talk about in church saying, oh man, he just a lost cause. Like, it made me think that once you was a lost cause, you was forever lost. There was no comeback. There was no, that was just it. Like when someone was lost in the old church, that was it. There was nothing to come back from. That you were a lost cause. And now, like with this whole month that we're going through, I'm here to tell you that being lost does not mean you're a lost cause. That's like just what I want to say up front. So this episode today is just to say, yes, you are lost. Like a lot of times, a lot of us, we don't even like to acknowledge being lost.
Yeah.
We are always saying that we are good. And
Yeah.
you know what, men, I'm about to lose my men card right now. I gotta turn in the jersey, because we are the worst at being lost. And I'm not even talking about in the Bible right now. I'm just talking like figuratively speaking. If you are in your car and you are with your spouse, your girlfriend, your significant other, we are never lost. We just don't know our way, but we never say we are lost. I've been times of driving with my wife knowing I am lost, but just will not say that I am lost. Like, She would say, just pull up the Google Maps. And no, I know these whereabouts. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. Shay just shouted out unrelated, but J. Cole lost, right? But yes, men, we are the worst at being lost. We're terrible of it. I have driven to places where I know I have been before and still gotten lost, but I won't say it to other people. So this episode tonight is to say, yes, you are lost. The first thing is to acknowledge that, yes, you get lost, right? We all get lost. And tonight I'm bringing you out of Luke 19. Luke 19 is going to be our verse, our chapter for tonight. Throughout this mini series, we're going to hop around throughout the Bible, but tonight we're coming out of Luke 19. And it goes, Jesus entered Jericho and made his way through the town. There was a man there named Zacchaeus. Hey, I told y'all, I don't know, but it got the little dot after the first C, and then it says Chaeus. So that's what we're going with. There was a man there named Zacchaeus. He was the chief tax collector in the region. He had become very rich. He tried to get a look at Jesus, but he was too short to see over the crowd. So he ran ahead and climbed in a sycamore tree beside the road, for Jesus was going to pass that way. When Jesus came by, he looked up at Zacchaeus and called him by his name. Hey, Z, come on down. I must be a guest in your home today. Zacchaeus quickly climbed down the tree and took Jesus to his house in great excitement and joy. But the people were displeased. The haters around were mad that Jesus was going with this man. They knew that he was a notorious sinner. That's what the Bible say. Meanwhile, Zacchaeus stood before the Lord and said, I will give you half of my wealth to the poor, and Lord, and if I cheated people, I'll give them back 4 times as much. Jesus responded, salvation has come to this home today, for this man has shown himself to be a true son of Abraham, for the Son of Man came to seek and save those who are lost. Yes, you are lost. Bro, you ready to dive in, dog?
Hey,
you ready to go? I'm ready, bro. I'm telling you, I'm ready. Hey, so the first point I made right after this story, pretty much, you can have everything and still come up short. If we go back to Luke 19:3, the verse says he tried to get a look at Jesus, but he was too short to see over the crowd. This man was the chief tax collector in the region. Now, I don't know if y'all been reading the Bible, and I learned something this weekend. Shout out to Mr. Baker, who laced me down this weekend after a trip in Houston. I never knew that the books in the New Testament had meaning. Like, each one of the writers were different people. Luke was a collector. I didn't know Luke in the Bible. If you study up on Luke, he was like a collector. So if you read about Luke, a lot of the parables are about money or about like losing something and gaining something. Never knew that. All right. Each one of these have meaning. Yeah. So back in these days, bro, a tax collector, that's big time. You was a boss in them days. Yeah. Like he had the money. Like he was rich. It made me start thinking that's where the money reside at. Is what was with Zacchaeus, bro. And not only was he a tax collector, the Bible throws emphasis, bro, and says he was a chief tax collector in the region. Big dollars. Big, like the big bank, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Big so, bank. But the thing is, bro, the Bible also says that he was still too short to see Jesus. And I know we like to think, well, that just means his height was little. But you got to think the Bible speaks to us figuratively, right? In the entire Bible, we interpreted what we get from it. And me and right here, bro, what I get from it is that you can have everything and still come up short. Like you can have everything that you think you need and still can't see Jesus, bro. That was my first point, bro. Like I got more to add on, but I want to go in with you, bro.
Hey, so that's a great first point, because there's also another verse in the Bible that says, what is a man gain? What a man gains the world and loses his soul? Something like that. Verbatim. But hey, so many times, man, we out here chasing this stuff, right? Zacchaeus was chasing money. He was big bank. So that means he put a lot of work in to become that, right? So my question is, what are you putting the work into that has got you lost?
Oh man, dog, you the popcorn to sit on these people couch, bro.
Yo, like, are you striving to get that better position? Are you striving to get in that relationship? Are you striving to get money? Are you striving to, you putting all your time in the gym? Like, what are you striving for so hard that now you lost? Because along your journey of trying to attain and gain, you losing, right? You go to the gym to get the gains in, right? And then you lose the pounds. Well, you go into the gym and you go into these jobs and you go into these relationships and you get in the gains, but you're losing Jesus.
That's
that part of the workout, that you're losing the most important piece of your life. And when we trying to gain all this stuff, at some point, Jesus is like, hey, let me bring it back. Whew, thank you, Holy Spirit. We at a point where Jesus is right here with us, right? We starting the journey with Jesus, right? Just like me and you right next to each other. Hey, bro, we're going to go left. In about 4 more steps, we're going to go left, right? All right, cool. As we're going along this journey, you starting to speed up your walk a little faster. So now I got to say a little louder, right?
Okay.
Hey, Jamarcus, in about 2 more steps, we're going to turn right, bro. And then you speeding up some more. Now I got to go into a Ford. Hey, Jamarcus.
Okay.
And keep going. Now you so far ahead of Jesus that you can't even hear him talking to you.
Man.
See, you lost.
Man, you ain't popping HEB popcorn. You came in with the overread and Bacher, bro. Like you done came in here with the good stuff, bro. Like I love that question you asked, man. Because I had, you got to put that in the chat, bro. Because like I even had a question to ask too, and I love how this comes together, bro. But like you said something that was so crazy, because the point that I was getting from this as well is that they were making a point that he was a chief tax collector, that money what it was right there. But even with the money that he had, that still couldn't buy him what he needed to see God. Like that still couldn't buy him what he needed to see Jesus at that time, right? So like the question, like my question I had is like literally the same as yours. Like what is in your life that you have more than enough, but it's still blocking you from seeing God? Like man, y'all know how we do on BroTalk, man. We're very open. Like my job was what I thought I had enough of, but it wasn't. I was still coming up short, not seeing like Jesus as he was walking by. Or as E said, as he was yelling out to me, my job was like, that was what I was walking towards. Like, it's so crazy, bro. It also made me think of like from White Man Can't Jump, man. When they were in the back of the bus, when they was on the way to Sidney Dean house after like Billy found out that he got junked by him, right? Yeah. And his wife was explaining to him like, that's stupid. Like she was like, sometimes when you win, but sometimes when you lose. But sometimes when you win, you actually lose. And like he didn't understand it until the end, where he took the $2,000. They won the big championship, but he lost her. So like what you said like made sense, bro. And like sometimes I don't feel like we understand that or we don't see that because like you said, our pace has picking up and Jesus and God is yelling out to us like, hey, I need you to turn left, and you can't even hear the direction no more. And now you end up lost, man. Oh man, boy, that was so good. Like, what are you striving for that has you lost? Oh man, we about to go in on this one. I can already feel it. God about to come through and do too much on this one, bro.
Go.
Bro, moving on, right? Because like I know this one about to go good. So my second point, bro, like I was reading through and we ran out the verse, and it in Luke 19:4 made me stop and think like real quick, where it says, so he ran ahead, right? He ran ahead of like Jesus coming because he was too short, he couldn't see. And it says he climbed a sycamore fig tree beside the road, for Jesus was going to pass that way, right? So at this point in time, this man is too short. He can't see. And now he is he don't know what to do. So instead of sitting still and just being lost, he made a move. But what type of move did he make is the most important thing here. Sometimes you need to change your vantage point, right? Sometimes you need to change your vantage point. The Bible says he climbed a sycamore tree because he was too short to see over the crowd. So his move that he made was up. See, sometimes you got to get higher than your crowd.
Yeah, that's good.
Man, I love how the Bible gets figured here. See, we're only thinking of the crowd as just a crowd of people. See, right now, this crowd is his obstacle that's stopping him from seeing Jesus. So when I said sometimes you got to get higher than your crowd, sometimes you got to get higher than your obstacles so you can see Jesus. See, right now, if this man would have just stayed still, he would have missed Jesus walking by. He would have remained being lost in that moment. But this man didn't. Z didn't just stay lost. Z went up. He climbed higher to see over the crowd, bro. So the crowd at that time was his obstacle that was stopping his way. All right. I'm going to push it over, bro. Push it over.
Hey, it's so good, man. Golly. Hey, sometimes you got to speak to that mountain and tell it to move. Right? Sometimes, I'm going to tell y'all like this. When I got lost, because I get lost a lot, because I ain't perfect and I continue to seek my Father and everything that he has for me. Like, sometimes I just have to stop. Like, sometimes you got to let the crowd go ahead of you.
Yeah.
So that because you up there with the crowd and Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit is back here waiting for you. So sometimes you just got to stop. You know, you might not have to elevate higher. You might just have to get secluded and get the noise. Right? Because the moment you get hired, see, Jay-Z, Prophet Jay-Z said, he said, the rumors on the ground are getting too loud. Please turn them down. Right? Meaning that he's up a little higher than what everybody else is saying about.
Yeah.
See, Zacchaeus had to go climb a tree because everybody else was blocking his vantage point, his resource. He knew where the help comes from. See, that was something internal that was happening in Zacchaeus, where he was like, man, I heard about this, man. I got to go get what I need to get.
Yeah.
Because he has what I need. I have all this wealth and I'm still chasing. Right? I don't know if y'all remember when the stock market crashed, but there was a lot of suicides from a lot of wealthy people.
Yeah.
See, they had all the money, but they didn't have God. See, people commit suicide, and this is no hit against anybody that commits suicide. They do it for their own reasons. But along the journey, we get lost and wrapped up in so much of life that we don't even, we just can't hear God. And we're going to continue to go along our path. But see, when your path is going along with everybody else, you got to change your vantage points, like my brother told you.
Man,
you got to change up the way you doing things. See, I had to quit following some of the people that I was hanging around.
Hey.
I love my boys, but some of them would lead me down a path that wasn't going to help my life. They kept leading me down to a path where God had to come speak to me in a dream to get me to a higher vantage point.
Man, I just got it. just got something good right now, man. Before I even stay with this, like you just said something right now. You had to leave some boys around you, and we talked about it in past podcasts. Like I had to do the same thing, but think of it as this way as well. If he would have stayed in the crowd, Jesus would have never singled him out. Like the Bible says, he called him down from the sycamore tree, right? Yeah. If he would have stayed in the crowd, Jesus would have never been able to single him out. See, sometimes you can't go with the crowd because you won't get singled out by Jesus. Like he had to go up and above so that he could be singled out at the time. Man, this is good. Like you got to get around from the crowd that you're around to get singled out. Favor ain't fair. Like sometimes you want to bring everybody into the favor with us, and Jesus is like, I can't do that because if I do that, it ain't gonna work the way you want it to work. This is only for you and only for you. And this is how Zacchaeus saw it right now. He said, you know what? This crowd is my obstacle right now. Like he said, it's stopping me from my resources. So what can I do? Only thing I can do is go up. Like he said, man, the room was on the ground is too much. Go ahead, bro. I know you got something.
Nah, I got one more thing, man, on that one. But hey, Zacchaeus couldn't get his, he couldn't have got salvation, bro. See, when you lost, you want to be saved.
Hey, when you lost, you want to be seen. Okay,
be saved. You want to be seen,
okay.
You heard. You want to be where everything is.
I'm gonna type that one for you, bro.
See, like when I was lost, man, I was so heartbroken from so many different parts of my life that I wanted to be saved from the people that hurt me. I wanted to be held. I wanted to be loved. See, we lost in all those things and emotions. We lost in these jobs and all this stuff that we got going on in our life, but we just want to be saved. The only person that can give you salvation is Jesus Christ.
Man, bro, that was good. When you lost, you want to be seen. Like, and it's crazy because it's the truth. Like when a child is lost, they don't hide it. They don't hide the missing placards. Exactly. They put the missing placards up everywhere. Oh, you know what's also crazy? They put the missing placards up in places they wasn't even lost at. Yeah. See, this is the thing. Like you, when you want to get seen, it's not just where you're lost at. You want to be seen everywhere. You want to be seen in areas where you feel you may not even be lost. Like you said, you wanted to be hugged, you wanted to be held, you wanted to be talked to. When someone is lost, we don't just put it in the area where the person was lost at. We put it everywhere so that we can get the most coverage so that they can get found. Man, that's good. That's good, man. That is so good. This scenario right here, bro, it made me think of movies and times in my life where a child was lost in the airport. And you know, when you're so short as a child and there's a crowd all around you, you can't see your parents no more because you're not tall enough to see over the obstacles that's in front of you. Like, you know, you see the little kids like jumping up and down or doing what they can to see. Like, what in your life that you're doing to make sure that you can see over your obstacles? Like, I need you guys to grasp on this crowd that was happening. Jesus is walking down the main line is what I'm thinking right now. He's walking down the street and you got everybody out. This is like he's on the red carpet. Celebrity. He is the haters then popped out. You know, his boppers, as we say in Houston, then popped out. Like everybody has came out and they're trying to get eyes on Jesus right now. Like, and this man needs Jesus. And as much as important as he is in the region, he wasn't more important than Jesus. See, sometimes when we think that we are more important and somebody else comes in, we get lost because now the eyes are not on us. See, now we're not the one being seen. So now it is time for us to make a change to find out how getting seen. Like, this crowd is so important that I don't want you to miss that. This was an obstacle that was standing in his way. This is us walking in our daily lives, and while we are lost, we get these obstacles in our lives. We get the job, we get relationships, we get everything in our ways. What are you doing to get past your obstacles? What are you doing to be seen when you are lost? Are you putting up your missing posters everywhere, or are you just putting them up where you're lost at? See, this is what I'm talking about, and this is how you do it. See, it's easy for me to go to E and be like, E, bro, I'm lost. Yeah. And E could be like, okay, bro, I know you lost. Like, I've been around you to know you lost. See, I'm putting up my missing poster. I'm giving him my milk carton in a familiar like area because I know this area. But are you giving it to people that you don't even know? Are you putting them up in areas where you never been before? Are you going to tell people that you're lost and what it looks like to be lost on a journey? See, we got to get out and branch out and put those posters up in neighborhoods and areas where we never been. We got to do it everywhere, man. Like, dog, like, this is so good. I ain't even got this written down, but like, you bringing it out, bro. Like, go ahead, man. Keep it going.
if you stay in the same place and you lost and nobody's around you, because, and I'm not saying figuratively nobody's around you, because you can have family around you and you can still be lost.
Yeah.
How else are you going to get help to be found? Like you said, you got to talk about that thing. God says we need to confess our sins to one another so that we can help and pray for one another, right? So that we can pray our way out of these things, right?
Yeah.
We have authority in our words and our prayers. God, Jesus, when he rose again, he left authority back with us, right? And sometimes we just lost. We can't hear none of that. Like I can tell you right now, probably last week sometime, I ain't want to, I didn't pray. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't, but I know I had to, right? I know that when I get to a point where I can't hear God, I know now how to just stop doing the things that I was doing, stop chasing the things that I was chasing, stop looking at the things I was looking at, reading the things I was reading, listening to the same music. Like, you gotta stop.
Yeah.
To change the vantage point.
Yeah.
You gotta get to a source, right? So sometimes what I'll do, I go back to a YouTube video from Mike Todd. And for some strange reason, it's speaking to what I needed. Interesting. Man. Right? See, when Jesus finally saw Zacchaeus, he knew exactly what he needed. He said, "Hey, come on down. You gonna house me, right? Yeah. You gonna get this anointing so good that it's gonna be right in your own household."
Man, I'm about to go right into it, bro.
Zacchaeus didn't know what he needed because he's lost. Jesus knows exactly what.
I'm about to go right into it. Man, I'm about to dive right into it, bro. I like, okay, that's good. So since you already went there, I can go ahead and follow up. The next point I was making, bro, was literally what you're talking about right now out of Luke 19:5. It says, when Jesus came by, he looked up, right? So our brother Zedon changed up his vantage point, and Jesus looked up and he saw that he singled himself out so that he can get help, right? So he said he called him by his name, Zacchaeus. I'm going to stop right there real quick because I want y'all to understand something real important right now. When our God is talking to us, he calls us by our name. There is no other label. See, I'm pretty sure when the people in this town spoke to him, they probably called him Zacchaeus, the tax collector, Zacchaeus, the big bank, Zacchaeus, the robber, Zacchaeus, the sinner. See, in the world, people are going to put labels on you when they call you. Even when you're lost, you're going to get called with a label by the world. They're going to say Jamarcus, the old backslider. Jamarcus, the one who messed up as a husband. Jamarcus, the one who wasn't always a great father. It's always going to remind you of who you were or who you are while you're lost. But see, when Jesus calls you or when God calls you, there is no label. Whenever he called someone in the Bible, he just called them by their name, called them by their birth of who they are, or by the one that he knows of who you're going to be when you come in the kingdom. He's just going to say, Jamarcus, come to me. Like, there is not going to be anything else because that's all he sees you as is his child, the one he says, right? Like he says, he knows the numbers of hairs on our head. He don't need a label to go along with you. So I want y'all to, like, you got to pay attention to these little points. So he said, quick, come down. I must be a guest in your home today. And it brought me to my next point, bro. You ever been lost and your phone was died, you didn't have a map, and you stopped and you asked someone for directions. And this is how the directions go. Hey, man, when you get to that corner right there, take a left. Then you're going to get to some old lady house that's white. You don't know her, but the house is white, and there's 3 other white houses by there. But when you get there, you're going to take a right, then a quick right, then a left, and then another left, and then a right. You don't even know where you're going, and you done got lost again. See, you took direction from somebody who maybe was trying to help you out. But in this way, when you're lost and you get direction from Jesus, Jesus walk you right to the doorstep. Man, come on. Like, let me show you how he did it. He said, quick, come down. I'm going to be a guest in your house. My thought process is when he came down, I know me, I'd have been holding hands with Jesus on the way, walking step for step with Jesus on the way. See, we would have been having small conversations on the way to the house. See, when you're really walking with somebody who really care about you, getting to the destination, you get an intimate bond right there. See, the direction that you got from that dude, you end up being lost again, and you got to come back to him and be like, hey, after the second left you told me, what was the next direction after that? Now you done came back to the same trouble that you went through when you was lost the first time. See, when you get with Jesus, Jesus is going to walk you step by step to the doorstep. He's going to make sure that when you turn the key, all the enemies is gone. He made sure that your entire walk to house, even though you was a sinner, you still good. He protected you all the way to the doorstep. Man, I'm telling you, I feel it, bro. I feel it. Man, come on.
This brings up what we were talking about, me, you, and Ash, right? So, public service announcement. Y'all know when I say this, I'm coming with something, man. God got a word. Listen, if you are repeating the same exact thing in your life, you got them broke down directions from that broke down person that's trying to help your life.
About to write that. Don't get broke down directions.
Hey, let me bring it back. So if you tried to leave that ex and then you go back and it's the same thing, and then you leave again and then you go back and it's the same thing, you getting broke down directions. Hey, if you keep trying that business and it fails, and then you try again, and then you're going over here to hear the motivational speaker, and then you're going to talk to other businessmen, and it still don't work for you, guess what? You're getting broke down directions. See, you got to go to the person that can lead you step by step. That said, Proverbs 9:6, it says, a man makes his plans, but God orders the steps.
Ooh.
See, you can make the plans all day long. You can go get the help all day long. You can go to your friends all day long, and they can be on your side. They can give you advice. But see, if you're not going to the source, to the person with the blueprint to your life, to the person that can order every step and block everything that's going to knock every obstacle out your way. See, you thought that when you lost, you got all these obstacles in your way. But see, you so lost that you can't even see all the ones that God knocked down for you. Quit going to these people getting these broke down directions. Yes, your circle of friends are there to help you. But if they're not leading you back to God, you need to change your vantage point. Tears could have went to all the people that work for him, all his rich homeboys.
There you go.
But he went up a tree to go.
Ooh, come on, bro.
He went up a tree. He changed his vantage point to see, no, I need him. I need him. Hey, you see me? You see me, God? I need you. See, he went to a place that was secluded. Wasn't nobody else in that tree but him.
Man. Hey, hold on, man. Hold on. I think y'all missed something right there real quick. I love to paint pictures. You gotta understand. I know if this was me and I was Zach and Chairs, I'm in the tree doing jumping jacks. I'm in the tree. Hey, Jesus. Hey, right here. I'm right here. I need help. See, sometimes when we get lost, we like to do this. I know if I get down low enough and I just sit in this corner, Jesus is going to come find me. Sometimes you got to go up a tree, like he said. Sometimes you got to get on your climb and make yourself be known. Sometimes you got to go and get big so that God can see you. Stop hiding in that corner and waiting. God, this man got up a tree. He didn't let his pride of being a chief tax collector of the region stop him from getting bigger. He knew that he was too short, and the crowd was stopping him from seeing Jesus. I gotta throw y'all something back real quick because I was talking about how he walked home. The book of Jeremiah 56 says, my people have become lost sheep. Their shepherds have led them astray. So whatever shepherd you have that led you astray, them broke down directions, as E said, led you astray. They made them turn on the side of mountains the wrong way. So now you done took the narrow path when you had a wider path to walk, right? But I'm here to tell you, Ezekiel 34:16 say, I will seek the lost and I will bring back the scattered. He is going to hand walk you back to your house. You just got to go. It all starts from you going up the tree, getting seen, and watching out for them broke down directions. Man, bro, like you done opened up the floodgates on a lot. Man, I didn't even catch all of this, but you opened it up, bro.
Zacchaeus just showed us that faith without works is dead.
That's good, bro.
His faith took him up that tree. He had enough faith to believe.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And if had he not went up that tree, how would he be seen? See, some of us, we be just sitting here praying, right? And I know this is probably going to upset some of the older crowd, and you know, your grandparents probably told you to pray and wait on God and he'll fix it. No, God said in the Bible, it says faith without works is dead, meaning that you have to be moving. God, hey, if you standing still with everybody else in the crowd, how can God see you? If Zacchaeus would have just been standing still, no, he was on the move. He moved up the tree. So you gotta put your faith where your mouth is. You gotta put some work into that. So if you sitting here lost, you need to go to God, wait for the answer, and then move when he tells you to move. Some of us, we be praying and we just standing still. We just hiding. Like Jamarcus just said, you duck down because you're praying. Yeah, but it's time to get up and move.
Yeah.
When are you gonna get up and move? When are you gonna change your vantage point? See, we can't be out here praying and feeling sorry for ourselves. See, that's not what God, that's not who he is. We can't be doing that. God said, hey, you got greater works to do. So it's time to get up and move. You got to get to a different vantage point.
Man. Yeah, like I like how you said, like you got to understand, like what you said that was so big was, once you pray, you're down. Now it's time to get up after the praying. Like you've already prayed, so now it's time to stand up. See, that stand up after the prayer is you trusting that what you were just down for, now you're up. Like after you're down and you pray for it, when you get up, that's you trusting that it's time to go. Like you got to get up. You can't sit. Like I need you guys to understand and be like my brother Z. He was sitting there and he was like, man, this crowd is too big. I'm too short. What I got is not enough to buy me to see Jesus. Now it's time for me to make a move. If I sit here and sit still, I will not be seen. So this man's faith was so strong enough of who was walking past. I'm going to go climb this tree. It made me think right now is, we don't know if he ever climbed a tree before. Like the Bible doesn't say he was a natural born tree climber.
Right.
It just said that he made a move to do something to get seen.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Jamarcus, where in your life is that like today? I don't know. Is it me starting a podcast talking about Christian stuff? I've never done it before, but was it big enough for me to get seen so that I can get over the crowd? What in your life is Jesus asking you to do so that you can get seen, but you're stopping yourself because you never did it before? Oh, you're not a book writer, so I'm not going to write the book that Jesus asked me to write.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I never started a business, so I'm not going to do it, even though Jesus is leading me to it, because I never did it before. See, I wasn't a tree climber, so I'm not going to climb the tree to get seen. God is saying the gift that I've given you is going to be after you do what you've never done before. See, we don't like to do what we don't like to do what we never do. But when you do it, you're defeating yourself. See, you're telling your spirit, I'm going to do what I don't like to do so that I can win over you. See, we're not only just body, we're body and mind and spirit. See, you got to win in your spirit too. It ain't just a physical thing. We can all get up. It's just like me and working out. I don't like to work out, but I know I got to do it to get to a goal. So if I continue to work out, I'm defeating my spirit by doing something that I don't like to do. It goes into the word discipline. The man was disciplined enough to get in the tree. See, disciplined people do things. They do things consistently that other people do occasionally. That's what makes them disciplined. I hope y'all caught that.
Yeah.
Disciplined people do things consistently what others do occasionally. That's somebody being disciplined, bro. Like,
yeah.
Man, this story just threw me all the way off, bro. I got somewhere else to go, but go ahead, bro. I knew you had something. Go ahead.
I just wanted to point out, man, when you was talking about him being in the tree, how many people probably talked about him like, what this fool doing in the tree?
Ooh, we didn't even get in there.
You can't listen to the crowd.
We ain't even talk about that. Go ahead, bro.
See, sometimes the crowd will get you lost, man. The crowd will talk you out of something. And you know God said it. You know God told you. Everything's been pointing towards God, right? I done heard so many people and friends that say, hey, you know, man, why you doing all that business stuff? And I almost listened to him. Like, see, what God put in me when I was a kid, man, I'm going to tell y'all like this. He put a rebel spirit in me. When somebody tell me I can't do something, God said, no, my son, you're a determined individual. You're going to do what they say you couldn't do.
Yeah.
And I done proved so many people wrong, but so many of us still get lost on this journey. I still get lost on that journey. Because just like you said, the inner spirit be coming out and it be trying to tell you, hey, man, don't do that podcast.
Yeah.
You don't even know, you can't even remember four verses in the Bible. You don't even know how to spell Zacchaeus. Right? You ain't never been a multi-billionaire before. Why are you calling yourself Billionaire E? Because that's something that God put in me a long time ago, and I don't care what nobody say. I know who I am and what He said I am.
Yeah.
So you got to know that you know that you know that you know. That's what the old folks say, right? You got to know that God got your back regardless. Because God said, hey, when you get on this journey, don't get weary in doing good work.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna go through some stuff. You're gonna have to change up some things. You're gonna have to get away from the crowd. So that I can see you, because I'm not looking for the crowd. I'm looking for you. Because I'm gonna call you by your name. Because my children, they know me. They know my voice. So the only way that you can hear my voice is you gotta change the vantage point.
Man, you done went into the next point perfectly, man. Yeah, I love how we have these segues, man. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go on, man, because like we said, it was Luke chapter 19, 1 through 10. And right now we just got off of talking about when Jesus called him out. So pretty much he was just talking about how we never even talked about how he looked climbing up the tree, and the crowd was probably like, man, this dude is stupid, like whatever, right? But the crazy thing is when he came out of the tree, the crowd talked about him too. They talked about him and Jesus. They wondered why Jesus was going to the house with a sinner. And I'm not even going to go into that because we have that as well as another podcast in this L.O.S.T series. But just let that sink in your head right there, that they got talked about when Jesus was walking in the house with him. But I like this part where we're getting towards the end, where Zacchaeus stood before the Lord and said, I will give half my wealth to the poor, Lord, and if I cheated people on their taxes, I'm going to give them 4 times. Yeah. Jesus responded, salvation has come to this home today, for this man has shown himself to be a true son of Abraham, for the Son of Man came to seek and save those who are lost. I'm going to touch on the end real quick, because we have this one quote that we all like to say, and I'm a victim of it because I said it myself. You ever been in a situation and somebody made you mad and you be like, I am so glad I found God. I am so glad that I found Jesus. You know what this made me think of? And this is my next point. God was never lost. Yeah. You were. See, we never found God.
Oh, that's good.
We didn't find God. God is not lost. The Bible says, Son of Man came to seek and save those who were lost.
That's
See,
good.
God was never lost. You are lost.
Yeah.
I got to go back to the title. See, God found you. See, while you were lost in the club, while you were lost in that relationship after relationship, lost in your job, lost in the money, lost in etc., God was waiting on you. See, God was waiting on you to get in the tree. God is waiting on you to get higher than the crowd. God is waiting for you to get bigger than your obstacles. Stop saying the word, I found God. God was never lost in none of these stories, in none of these situations was Jesus lost. See, he was waiting on you.
Yeah.
He was waiting on you. He came to seek us. And I gotta let you understand why he came to seek us. They made me do some research here, and the Bible made me get on my hunt because I had to go find the word because I was lost at this moment. It made me start thinking, why is God so good at finding us? Why is it not good to be lost? I'll tell you why. 1 Peter 5:8 says, be alert and sober. So be alert, don't be lost, be on your game, have your hand on your side, ready to go. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Oh, now I understand. See, the devil, he runs down here. He's all around here looking for us to devour. When is it the easiest time for a child to get taken? When he lost. See, when you're with your protector, when you with your shepherd, the sheep never get eaten. The wolf don't even try him because he know he gonna get banged over the head. See, but when the sheep is by himself, is when the wolf goes right after it. It's game to him then. See, the Bible is telling us God ain't lost, we are. And if you keep walking around here being lost, First Peter tells you he's like a roaring lion and he's coming to devour. Bro, like I gotta let y'all know because I want y'all to understand that being lost ain't good. See, when you lost, you need to go get in your tree. I'm telling you, you better get to climbing something. You better get up because if you stay down and you stay in that lost moment, you might get devoured because the devil is prowling around here and he's looking for everybody who is lost. Come on, man. This ain't Bible. This is Bible. This ain't Jamarcus. This is Bible right here.
Yo, I know Mr. Baker, man. He was on one of our episodes a while back, and he talked about being 6 feet, right? 6 feet, right? So if y'all don't know, when sheep are 6 feet from a shepherd, they can't hear the shepherd. See, when the shepherd has the staff and he's tapping it on the ground, that's giving the sheep direction and where to go.
Yeah.
So that they don't fall off a cliff or run into the danger, right? See, we're we're those sheep. God said we're sheep to the slaughter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you can't hear, if you're lost, how can you hear the shepherd telling you, hey, that dude that's coming into your life not good for you? Hey, that job that you think you want, it's too much there for you. That's going to cause you to have some issues in your marriage.
Yeah.
Hey, he's steady tapping, but you can't hear him because you're lost. Like my bro just said, God ain't lost. You lost. Man, y'all better be lucky I done found Jesus. No, you ain't never. No, you were lost. He knew where you was. You just didn't know where he was. So it's a difference, man. Like you can't be out here just thinking you can do it. Do you? Take that phrase out your vocabulary. I know that used to be one of the things back in the day. Do you, boo boo? Now, don't do you. Do God. Don't do you at all.
Yeah.
Take God out of the equation. That be part of my prayers at night. I decrease so that you can increase in my life. Because I know when I touch it, I'm going to destroy life.
Every time.
But when God got his hands on it, all I got to do is chill. I remember back in December, man, life was crazy, man. I was going through the storm, had all the obstacles in the way. And God said something so simple because I was at a point, I got away from the crowd, I got up in the tree. And God said, hey, be still. He sent me a verse in the Bible that says, be still, keep calm, I'll fight for you.
Mm.
And when I did that, everything changed. I've been getting blessed ever since. And I'm like, oh, that's all I had to do. I've been out here going to this person, going to this mentor, talking to these friends, trying to get this and I'm trying to do it myself. But see, I was lost.
Yeah.
I was lost in me.
Man, that's so good, bro. Like, I need you guys to understand this. Like, when I said like, I know I was making a joke about it, how we say like I found God, and you know, I'm making a joke about it, but like he said, we didn't find God found us. Like, he seeks us. And I want you to understand it, how Jesus was so serious about it. In Matthew 15:24, he answered someone and said, I was sent only to the lost sheep. Like, I was sent only. Like, he's using words to let you know that my job here was to find lost sheep, right? He literally says it again. Like, if you get in Matthew 18:11, it literally says, for the Son of Man has come to save that which was lost. That which was lost, that's us. Like, that's what he came here to do. Jesus knew his job. Jesus' job was, hey, I'm gonna read some of these parables. I'm gonna say some of these cold things, make some people, turn some water into wine, do some blind stuff. But my one and only job is to find what is lost. He is that man that works up in Marshalls and Ross, the lost people, and all they do is sit there and collect everything is lost and put it in the box. Because you want to know why? Because when something's lost, somebody gonna come to find it. Your somebody is Jesus. So when you get lost, the person that's coming back to find you is Jesus. And I'm letting you know, John 17:12 literally says, while I was with them, he's talking right now to God. I was keeping them in your name, which you have given me. See, Jesus said, hey, you gave me the job to come find the lost. So I'm doing what you're telling me. And I guarded them, and not one of them perished. Like, he's letting you know, and that's what we talked about. He's going to hold your hand all the way to the doorstep. Now, that doorstep is the kingdom. Like, that's what he's trying to tell you. I'm going to walk with you. You're not going to need no broke down directions from Bubba Ray and them on the corner. You ain't going to need to turn left and right and all that. You're going to walk step by step with me. I'm going to make sure we're going to walk through this thing called life, through this journey, and I'm going to walk with you. There's going to be times where you're going to get lost. There's going to be times where you let go of my hand, like Peter did when he took his eyes off of Jesus when he was walking on water. But he's still going to be right there to pick you up. Like, that is what Jesus is saying. So what I'm telling you right now, why the story is that you don't get lost in the story, so powerful, you got to get up. Don't let your crowd and obstacles stop you from seeing Jesus. Because why? Yes, you are lost. Man, dog.
Yes. Hey, man, look. It's like this, man. I ain't let nobody keep me from God, point blank, period. Not even me. I get in we all get lost in our day-to-day lives and everyday actions and the things that we do with kids and our jobs and all this stuff, man. Like, at the end of the day, though, you gotta go back to God. One thing about it, God got a way of bringing you back, even when you lost. Like, it's like he turns on the GPS in our mind, be like, you know what? I ain't prayed in a while. Let me go back to praying. And then we get so much like direction and wisdom, and it's like, well, why do I stay lost? Why am I lost in the first place if I know where to go? Why am I lost? Right? Why am I wasting my time staying lost? Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Have you ever been in your car and you've been on a road trip and you was running out of gas and you were lost, right? Your GPS went out. You didn't have a map. You were kind of scared to be out there because you thought you was going to break down with no gas. But see, when you pull up that GPS and you can type in, hey, nearest gas station, and you know exactly how many miles it is, you're going to look down and say, hey, okay, well, I got about 25 miles. The gas station is only 5. I'm good. You see the kind of safety that you have. See, that's our God right there. He put that Bible out here for us so that we can read it when we going through them storms or when we out here lost. We know, all right, I'm lost. Let me go back to the Bible. Okay, you say I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. So it doesn't matter what nobody say about it.
Hey, let them gas you up real quick. That's what the Bible is.
Stop at Bucky's, right? So, man, this is God. God already knows that you're going to get lost. So he gave you the map. It's the map. There's a map right there. So every time you take a wrong turn and you sitting there listening to Bub on the corner, you be like, you know what? At some point, you're going to get tired and frustrated. You're going to be like, all right, cool. Let me go back to the map. Boom. All right, God said he orders my steps. I can make my plans, but he going to order the steps. All right, cool. Let me turn the page. He loves me. He says, I got plans for you to prosper. Okay, cool. I'm good. Let me keep moving. Because now I know my destination. Now I know what I need to not be lost. Like you can't be lost out here. Man, it is almost impossible for you to be lost. It is your own fault.
It's making me laugh right now because I'm thinking about, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm thinking about Dora right now, bro. And whenever Dora was lost, Dora said, hey, let's go. Let's get the map. Like she brought out the map. She had to dance with it. Right. And it was so crazy because they got excited when they brought out the map. Like it was because they were lost. Like that, like you got to get excited. Man. You got to get excited to bring out your map. Like he said, the crazy thing was, he said, like when you running out of gas and you get scared, the Bible is here to gas you up. The Bible is like, hey, I know they told you don't look good and you crazy, but hey, let me gas Jamarcus up real quick. Oh, I'm wonderfully and perfectly made. All right, Jesus. Thank you, God. He didn't gas me up. See, you got to go to your map. Go in your backpack and grab your map because that's how you going to get your directions, man. Bro, like, I'm telling you right now, man, this series, I am praying for somebody who is either lost or feel themselves getting lost, that they get what they need up out of the series. This series is it's about to be so powerful. The series is so good. This is only the beginning, and we're already here, and I'm already filled and already thinking about what's next. But bro, like you said, man, you made some points on here that was so big, man, that man, I hope y'all gotta go back and rewatch this one because I know I am.
Yeah. Big facts. Hey, you ain't gotta stay lost, man. Like you don't. Hey, you don't have to be perfect even when you lost. Like I don't know why people think, hey man, I got to change my life. Hey, God just said, hey, I just need you to come. Just like he told Peter when Peter was looking at Jesus standing on the water. He said, if that's you, tell me to come. Jesus said, come. That's all he wants you to do. So don't think that, hey, I don't know. What my mama and them taught me, well, what your mama and them taught you was what all they knew. But what our Father says, he gave, like my brother said, he gave you the map. You need to pull it out your backpack. So that you can get the one and only true direction, right? Because we out here thinking that we're the navigators of our life, and we not. God looks at us, and each and every last one of us is a filthy rag. So when you out here trying to do what you do, guess what? When you put your rag with somebody else's rag, you still got a dirty environment. So you got to change up everything. Zacchaeus had to get away from the crowd because the crowd respected Zacchaeus. But when Zacchaeus got with Jesus, like, wait a minute. Why he doing that? That's how they going to look at you because they still lost. They don't understand what your mission is. God put something in you and you went to go get it. So don't worry about what the crowd say. Get up there and get to a different vantage point. Get to a place where only you and God are on the same level. Y'all can hear each other. And that's when you'll not be lost no more. That's when you'll get your directions.
Man, that's good.
Hey,
All I can do is tell y'all, man, it's been a blessing. It's been thank you God for coming in here and letting us do what we do. And I know tonight was all you guys, so we forever grateful. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all might as well go ahead and leave the door open next Saturday at 8 p.m. because we'll be back. We'll be back at your front door. We ain't even gonna knock. Like I said, the warrant already gonna be served, so we'll be coming right back in your house. But go ahead and get that plan, man, because like I told y'all, this series is going to be great. Leave us comments. Let us know about, what are you doing when you're lost? Like, what is your steps when you're lost? Let us know so we can pass that word out and help others, man. This is good, E. Man, this is good.
Yes,
I definitely got to go back and rewatch this one, dog.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's all I got, BroTalk Nation.
Hey, please like, please share, please subscribe. To the channel, man, so that y'all can get all the up-to-date stuff and get some of this living water, what we call it. So, until next time, we'll see you. Be blessed. Have a great one.